in Italy, so hopefully I won't be sweating too much, but being that it's really warm both here and there, I will be theming the class so it's a little bit more cooling and more grounding as opposed to fiery and very heating. So let's come to the mat, and hopefully it's quite airy where you are, quiet so that you can be in a present moment without any distractions. So coming to your mat, sitting on a block or anything that feels comfortable, maybe a cushion, and just getting rid of your fidgets and start to quiet down the mind. So here we are now on a lovely Sunday evening, ready to practice, ready to be with ourselves, to regroup, to reconnect, and bring in a sense of harmony and stillness, but also connection. So connecting to every single part of our being, our mind, our body, our soul. And spending a few moments listening to the sound of your breath, just becoming aware of your body for a few moments. So noticing your posture, and if you would like to close your eyes, feel free to do so. And beginning from the head and working your way down to your shoulders, your arms, your torso, all the way down to your hips, your legs and your feet. And then becoming aware of the sound of your breath. Notice the rise and fall as you breathe in and breathe out. And let's join our hands now together in Heart Center, Anjali Mudra. And feel free to set an intention for your practice. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a very long exhale out through the mouth. And then we'll open with a sound of Om, so if you'd like to join in, feel free. Otherwise, just sitting in silence. Let's take another deep breath in to begin, so just one round of Om. Gently opening your eyes and then finding your way now onto your hands and knees, coming into a tabletop position, and just beginning to move now in kind of a circular motion, just moving, undulating, creating space in the body, in the hips, loosening out through your knees, your wrists, and your neck. So feel free to move in any way that feels nice to you, that makes sense to your body, depending on what you've been doing your whole day, if you're nursing injuries and so forth. So not necessarily copying me, but intuitively going with whatever arises. Spreading your fingers, so really getting the fingers involved as well, tucking the toes under, maybe pointing them back, so just switching everything up. You may find that, actually, this feels good, and you may pause there and take a few breaths and then continue the other way. And then pausing back into tabletop, take a few rounds of cat and cow, loosening up, so vertebrae by vertebrae, from the tailbone to the nape of the neck, moving with your breath. And if you haven't done so already, awakening your Ujjayi breath, or maybe even more the cooling breath. Just inhaling and exhale in through the nose and gently out through the mouth. And then sitting back towards your heels, start to lift your knees away from the ground, coming into a downward facing dog. And continuing to move, pedaling the heels, and then just loosening up through the feet, the soles of the feet, the toes. So never ignoring, always starting from the feet up. And take another deep breath in and a long sigh out. Notice if you're scrunching into the shoulders, so loosening up around the shoulders and neck. Then slowly walking your feet towards your hands. You can keep the knees bent as you do that. But once you're there, keeping the knees bent, holding on to the elbows and allow the body to dangle, swaying side to side. Letting all your day go. Nodding yes with the head, nodding no. And then letting the arms dangle as well. And then free bent knees. You're going to start to roll on up, bone by bone. Standing, coming to the top of your mat if you're not there already. Inhale, reaching the arms up and above the head. Exhale, going to bend the knees and fold over, allow the arms to fall over the head as well. And then inhale, coming up, arms above the head, and then exhale, dropping and letting the arms just flop over. And again, inhale. And then exhale. Just let the arms down so we're not interlacing here. And then inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, lower the hands down to heart center. Take a deep breath in, grounding through your feet, spreading the toes. And then inhale, reaching the arms up and above the head. Exhale, forward fold all the way down, hands to the floor. Stepping back with your left foot. Staying in a low lunge, breathe, and then planting down the left hand, open twist to the right, and then straight that leg and reach the right arm forwards, and then rebend the knees, step it back, plank pose, and lower down knees, chest, chin. Inhale to a cobra, arching your back, exhale, coming onto the knees, and pressing into downward facing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, you're going to step the left foot forwards, and exhale, step the right foot forwards. Inhale, rise to stand, reaching the arms up, and then exhale, forward fold all the way down, hands to the ground. Stepping back with the right foot this time, breathe, stay in a low lunge. And then plant down the right hand, open twist to the left, and then straighten your left leg, reaching the left arm forwards. And then rebend the knee, hand to the floor, step it back to a plank pose, and then lower down knees, chest, chin. Inhale to a cobra, exhale, downward facing dog. Releasing the breath. And then inhale and step the right foot forwards, breathe, and then exhale, left foot forwards. Inhale, rise to stand, and exhale, this time hands to heart center. Inhale, reach both arms up, exhale, fold forwards. And stretch the arms over the head, breathe, bending the right knee, and then bending through the left knee, straighten the right leg. And then from here, release hands to the floor, step back, plank pose. Breathe, sending the chest forwards. You can either lower to the knees again or lower to chaturanga. And then inhale, upward facing or a cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe in and breathe out. I'm staying here for another 3 breaths, wrapping the armpits in, relaxing the head, draw the navel up and back so the bandhas are engaged, gently pressing the thighs back without force or tension through the joints. Remember to deepen in any pose, in any of your practice. It's the breath that deepens. And then when you're ready, inhale, you're going to bring the feet together. reach the right leg to the sky and bend the knee off center. You're just going to circle the hip now. So as if you're drawing circles in the ceiling with the knee. And then from here, stepping the foot forwards, breathe, and then straighten your front leg. Fold in, coming into a pyramid pose. And then from here, turning the left heel down onto the ground, rise up into a warrior two. Inhale, reverse, reaching the right arm over the head, pressing into the outer edge of the back foot. And then exhale, cartwheel, both fingertips to the ground. Breathe. And then from here, you're going to skandasana back into your left leg. And then lift. And then turn to face the back of your mat. Inhale, reaching the left leg back and up towards the sky. Exhale, coming forwards into a plank pose. And lower either chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet together. Inhale, the left leg goes back and up to the sky. Bend the knee off center. Breathe. And then circle the hip around, drawing circles with as if you've got a pencil at the end of the knee. Last one. And then stepping the foot through. Breathe. Straighten your left leg coming into a pyramid pose. One more breath. And then from here, turning the back heel down to the ground. Rise into a warrior two. Breathe. Inhale, reverse. Keeping the front knee bent. Exhale, cartwheel, both hands on the inside of the left leg. Breathe. And then skandasana into the right leg. Breathe here. And then lift and turn to face the front of your mat this time. Right leg goes back and up to the sky. And then exhale, lower the foot coming into a plank pose. And then chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or a cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in and full breath out. Trying to even out the breath, so not speeding it up, and try not to breathe too harshly in and out through the mouth, so controlled and present. And then again, another round. When you're ready, inhale, reaching the right leg to the sky and bend the knee off center. You're just going to hold it here now without circling the hip. Breathe. And then take the knee all the way around to the chest, stepping the foot through, looking ahead. And then straighten your front leg, folding in, pyramid pose. Turning the back heel down to the ground, now coming into a warrior two. Breathe. You're going to level up the pelvis. And then inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel, both hands to the inside. Breathe. And then skandasana all the way to the back. And then lift, shift to face the back of your mat. Inhale, left leg to the sky. And then exhale, lower the foot and find your vinyasa. You can even miss it out if you wish. Inhale, upward facing or a cobra. Exhale to downward facing. Breathe in and breathe out. And then when you're ready, inhale, left leg to the sky. Bend the knee off center, breathe. So not circling the hip, just opening up. And then from here, sending the knee all the way towards the chest. Stepping the foot through, breathe. And then straighten, coming into a pyramid pose. Take one more breath. And then rebend the knee, taking the back heel down to the ground, finding warrior two. Level up the pelvis. Bend the front knee, inhale, reverse. So you don't want to press down, you just want to reach back. Exhale, cartwheel both hands on the floor, shift, and then skandasana all the way to the right. And then lifting, turning to face the front of the mat, inhale, Right leg to the sky. Exhale, lower the foot to the ground. Come into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Finding your breath and release. And staying here for another 2 breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next inhale, look to the hands, step or lightly jump to the front of the mat. Bend the knees, come into a chair pose, Utkatasana, shifting the hips back, arms up, and then exhale. Fold forwards, heel toe the feet hip distance apart, and just let the arms dangle over the head. And then inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Come back if you're not there to the top. When you're ready, inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping back with the left foot. Inhale, reach the right leg to the sky. Breathe. Exhale, stepping the right foot through. Again, back into the ground and find warrior 2. Breathe in. Extending out through your fingers. When you're ready, inhale, reverse. Breathe. Bending through the front knee. Exhale, forearm to the thigh, reach over with your left arm. Inhale, coming back to warrior 2 and straighten your front leg, turning the toes to the left. Hands on the hips, inhale and exhale, fold forwards. And bringing your hands to the ground, lengthening the chest forwards, breathe, toes pointing on or slightly in, and exhale, fold. Maybe the rest to the ground. It doesn't. Maybe you can place a block there. And breathe. If you need to micro bend the knees, and go ahead and do that. And then inhale, lifting up halfway. Shifting from left to right, so bend the left knee. It's like a half squat, yeah? So you're not going to go all the way down, but a half squat, breathe, and then shift all the way to the right. And then inhale to the left. Inhale to the right. And exhale to the left. Good, and then come back all the way around to the front. Breathe. Take your hands on either side of your right leg. So your left hand on the inside, right hand on the outside. Coming into pyramid pose, so you're shifting by lifting your hips high towards the sky, folding in. And then from here, taking your left knee towards your chest, you're going to fold in. Inhale, lifting all the way up to stand, taking your left leg to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, extending your left leg in front of you, and then scissor the legs, going all the way back into like a warrior 3, extending, breathe, take a long step back and find high lunge. Exhale, release both hands to the ground and sweep the right leg back and up towards the sky. Exhale, release to downward facing dog. Inhale, coming into undulate the spine, so rounding, breathe, roll over, and then bend the knees, lift the hips to the sky. Do that again. Inhale, rolling over the toes, and then bend the knees, shifting the hips high. One more, waving the spine, and then lift. Breathe in. And breathe out. When you're ready, bring the feet together. Inhale the left foot to the sky. Breathe. Exhale, stepping the foot through. Take the back heel to the ground and find warrior 2 here. Okay. Warrior 2, inhale, reverse. Exhale, take your forearm to the thigh and reach over with the right arm. Pressing into the outer edge of your back foot. And then inhale, coming back, warrior 2. And then straighten the leg, turn the toes. Bring your hands to the hips. Inhale, arch. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe. This time you can take hold of your ankles or you can hook your two big toes. If you really want to come up, then you can bring your hands down to the ground, resting the head to the floor. Maybe you just lift the toes up today. Maybe you float the legs up to the sky for a tripod. Otherwise, just stand here and think about lengthening the spine and the neck. Just relaxing and breathing into the areas where you need to create